Hey everybody, this is Sandra, and today I'm making baked beans. Okay, now this is not the baked bean Boston style that I did before. These are the baked beans. This is my second time making these, and it's so good. Now you see, oh yeah, let me give credit. I'm getting this from the Amish Cannon Cookbook. Okay, which there's a lot of good recipes in here, but I found out that sometimes I have to alter it. See, the happy face means I like this one, okay? Now, in this ingredient, it asks for 8 pounds of navy beans. Okay, I discovered when I did that one, that's too many beans. For 7 quarts. Well, actually, this says to make 14 quarts, but anyway. But still, it's a lot of beans. And I didn't like the ratio, so I'm doing 3 pounds of navy beans, which I've already pre-soaked them overnight, and I drained off the water. And let me say this again, please, y'all, wash your beans. Even if you don't pick them, wash your beans, okay? You should pick them too, okay? Because some of the beans be looking kind of raunchy, but at least wash your beans. So anyway, I washed them and then I soaked them overnight, and this morning, which is still morning.
It's afternoon.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I drained the water off and put some more fresh water in it, and then brought them up to boil. Now, one other thing that I'm also doing, in my baked beans, I like to have onions and bell peppers. So when I brought them up to boil again, because you're just trying to get them hot, I put in some onions and bell peppers. They were frozen, so I need to heat them up. Okay, it's not in the recipe, but it's the way I like them. Okay. Now, in this pot
a
right
recipe
here,
is just a guideline.
Yeah. Well, with canning, you have to be
With
picky.
canning is true.
You have to be picky about what you do, okay?
But we both know you can can onion and bell pepper.
Well, yeah.
So.
And so when you do add something different like that, make sure you check other recipes where the onions are in there and see what the timeline is. Like, for instance, for these quarts, it's 70 minutes. I thought it was 70 minutes. 70 minutes for these quarts, okay? Now, suppose another recipe with onions in it said it was 90 minutes. That means that I would have to cook it for a whole 90 minutes when I process it, okay? So keep that in mind, okay? And also keep in mind there's certain things you just can't can, period. Well, they don't recommend you can it.
Okay? You can can whatever you want to.
Yeah.
But that's on you.
Yeah, but some things they don't recommend you can. Some things have not been proven safe. But we know
they can't test everything.
Grandma and Auntie them.
Yeah, they did it.
They did.
And they lived to be 100 years old.
And we still here. Okay. So in this pot right here are my other ingredients, which it asks for 4.5 quarts of tomato juice. I did 2.5 quarts because I'm not as many beans, okay? And like I said, I'm doing kind of half the recipe. But everything else was the same. Because I like flavor with my beans. Because when I tasted the first batch I did, I really like the flavor. Really like the flavor. Okay? So it's 2.5 cups of, back up. It says 4.5 quarts of tomato juice. I didn't have any juice, so I had 2 6-ounce cans of tomato paste, and I just put it with the water to dilute it. But the rest of it is the same. 2.5 cups of brown sugar, a half teaspoon of pepper, 1 tablespoon of ground mustard, 4 cups of, the ham. I didn't do the ham either. Okay? I'll tell you why in a minute. But I didn't do the ham. 8 tablespoons of salt, 1 cup of molasses, 2 tablespoons of vinegar, and 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, which is optional. So all I did was heat this up, because you're mostly heating this up just to get everything equilibrium. Okay? You want to especially dissolve your sugar, the brown sugar. So everything's heated up. So what I'm going to do now is drain the water off the beans and just mix them together, and then I'm going to put them in the jars. And when I come back, I'm going to let you see what they look like in the jars. And also, by the way, the ham, the reason why I didn't put the ham in there, which I imagine that will be good, okay, because meat is good in beans. But the reason why I didn't put the ham in there, because I know how I want to do them. normally when I do baked beans, before I started canning, I'll just make the baked beans up and I put slices of bacon on top of it and put it in the oven and let it heat up that way. And after the bacon browns, then I take it out. So that's what I plan to do with this. So I didn't need the ham in it, because the ham still would be good, even if I were to do it with the bacon. But that ain't what I want to do. So that's why, that's the way it is. But like I said, I'll be back when I have everything canned up. See you in a second. Okay, I've got everything canned up, and like I said, I'm using quart-sized jars. In the pot, I already have my water my water with my 2 tablespoons of vinegar in it. You know, the vinegar is keep the hard water from clogging up your jars, because they make the jars ugly. And that kind of one might be kind of cute. But anyway, I have a total of, I'm gonna get 7 quart size. So I'm going to process these in the pressure canner for 70 minutes, and when I'm done, I'll take them out and let you see the outcome. See you in a minute. Okay, everybody, this is, well, it's not the same day, this is the next day from doing the baked beans, and once again, I'm happy with them. This, like I said, this is my second batch. The first batch, I end up with 6. So this is 7, so it's a total of 13 quarts. But like I said, there's no meat in these, even though the recipe calls for ham. But what I'm trying to do is get close to a recipe I used to use back in the day. And most people, when they would see my baked beans, they're like, okay, these are Sandra baked beans. We know what they look like when we see them. So in that recipe, I was using the Van Camp pork and beans. That's what I started off with. And with that, I added bell peppers, onions, mustard, ketchup, Worcestershire sauce, sugar. I think that was it. Anyway, and then I just topped it off with bacon, sliced bacon, and put it in the oven. Like I said, it was thin sliced bacon. Put in the oven until on 400 until the bacon brown. So this is the closest thing I've seen when I tried this recipe, when I did it before, and I tried it. I'm like, okay, this is very close to that. So this is my way of being able to can something that I already know I love. Okay, but so like I said, when I get ready for these, all I gotta do is open up a jar or two, put the bacon on top of it, stick it in the oven, let the bacon brown. So anyway, like I said, I'm very happy with it. I hope you guys will try it. You know, it's getting close to Independence Day. We're in the middle of, well, it's almost summer. It'll be summer. It's summer already? I think it's summer already, because we're at the end of June. So yeah, it's summer already. But you know, that's what we do in the summertime. We get our grilling and baked beans and corn on the cob and all this type of stuff going on. But anyway, hope you guys try it. And if you try it, let me know what you think. But anyway, until then, see you guys later.